Hi guys, I am just from the church. I am here waiting for my parents. They are coming so they can pick me up. Yeah. So yeah, subscribe to my channel. It was really fun, guys. Hi guys, good morning. It's Monday today. I have just finished getting ready and I am ready to go to work. It's the start of the week. So yeah, actually today I was woken up by the rain in the middle of the night and I actually loved the verse that I was able to read. I read the story of David and Goliath. Goliath was speaking and he went to David and he would curse him with the name of his God. And he would curse David, the Israelites, and also God, the God of the Israelites. And so David was not afraid. In fact, he said, "You come to me with a shield and a javelin, but I'll come to you in the name of the Lord." So like the battle is the Lord's. Whenever the battle is the Lord's, whenever you go and face your Goliaths, whatever your Goliaths are, whenever you go ahead and face them, remember that you're not going alone, but you have the backing of the Lord Almighty, the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts means that he's the Lord who commands the army of angels, the heavenly armies, the heavenly hosts. Okay, so you have all that backing you up, and so you can be able to defeat any witchcraft, you can be able to defeat any generational curse, you can be able to defeat any stagnation, you can be able to defeat any demons, any spirit, whatever it is that has come to attack you. You can stand as you are. You're not alone. Even if they come with lots of power, you carry the Lord of hosts with you, and no matter the battles you're facing, just know that the Lord is with you and keep on trusting in him to pull you out and to get you to the other side. Let's go to work. I finally got temporary locks done, and now I don't have to worry about doing my hair for a year. Shall I do some concealer today? I've been teaching my TikTok people how to build an altar. You can check out my TikTok, I'll link it down below. And I was giving them a story time of how this one time when I had just given my life to Christ, I built an altar for him in my bedroom. An altar is a place where you get to meet with God. And yes, God is everywhere and you can talk to him anywhere you are and everywhere you go. But also, you don't see CEOs meeting at the bus stop to talk about business. They choose boardrooms. So you can have a particular meeting point, and I chose my bedroom. And I'll do everything that you're supposed to do to sustain an altar. God says, keep the fire burning in the book of Leviticus. So one of the things that I used to do to keep the fire burning is prayers. So you sustain an altar with prayers. Then, of course, worship, gratitude to God. In the Old Testament, it was priests who used to sustain altars. So you have to take up the role of priests. Actually, God calls you a royal priesthood. So you have to take up that role of a priest. They would burn incense, that is through prayers. They would sacrifice. You are sacrificing your time on that altar. Also, your comfort. Sometimes it's not really comfortable to want to meet with the Lord. So you're just sacrificing the incense of worship, the incense of praise, the incense of gratitude, all in that altar. So that is how I was sustaining my altar. And one day I had traveled. We had gone for a Christian conference, and my sister came to my room to spend time in my room, and she was playing worldly music. I personally do not listen to worldly music. Topic for another day. Anyway, as she was playing that worldly music, she had a voice speak to her, which she said she knew it was the Holy Spirit. And the voice told her, "You're seriously going to play this kind of music in this sacred place, and you're going to defy this place, and you know how your sister prays in here?" And my sister felt chills, and she carried her phone. She even stopped playing that music, and she ran to the living room to tell my parents. My parents were so excited to tell me this testimony when I got back home. And so, yeah, God is everywhere, but you can set aside a place, maybe a corner in your room, just a place where you'll be meeting with Him. And you have to make it consistent. So, you have to be disciplined. Make sure it's consistent, the same time, and you always meet with the Lord. You might think that nothing is happening as you build an altar for God, but trust me, God is there and He's meeting with you. Like, you're shifting things in the spiritual realm, whether you feel like it or not. So it's time you start learning how to build and to sustain your altar with the Lord. So this is the whole look. I like them, honestly. Let me oil them with some coconut oil.